Hello, y'all. So today I'm going to share again another series of 5 tips. So these are 5 tips you should know or you should try to factor in before you plan to launch your startup. So today is all about startups, and here are 5 tips. So I'll start with, we'll cover the pain, identifying the pain in the market, then identifying your market, then your idea itself, then doing your cost benefit analysis, and testing, trying, and sampling what you have. So I've worked with so many startups in the last 9 years. My organization, Harambe Now Solutioners, we organize more than 8 national startup competitions. So there are many issues that I kept seeing in some of the proposals, right, by startups. So this is based on all those more than 1,000, way more than 1,000 applications and startups that we have seen develop and get on the ground, that I came up with these tips. As usual, these are only tips, and there's so much more, but these are tips to take into consideration. So the pain. So the pain here, we have to ask yourself the question. You have to ask yourself the question: what pain problem do you want to solve? So I have a mentor, Gordon Johnson, who's in the US. And between 2010 2012, I was going back and forth from Cameroon to the US very much when I was still developing Harambe, Cameroon. And I remember he kept asking me, but what's the pain? What pain? Who is feeling the pain? And at that time I wasn't really understanding, because I was so energized, and I just wanted to impact people. I just wanted to help the youth develop their ideas, and I didn't really understand what he meant by what is the pain. And the pain is so important to understand. Who has the pain? Who is feeling the pain? So who will pay for the pain to be resolved? That is a key question to ask before you launch your project. Because sometimes the person who has the pain, sometimes they might not be capable to pay for the pain to be resolved. So you have to find a way to the right angle, or the right, understand who is your right customer, because you might have beneficiaries who might not be your customer, your immediate customers, the person paying for the product you'll be doing. So think about the pain. What can make a process more less stressful? What can help your customer waste less time? What can help your customer to spend less, to access more information, to access more quality care? There are so many different pains. Then the market. And I realize that the market, many people don't take the time to understand their market. And it goes back to the video, the 5 tips I shared with project management, which is knowing your business environment. So there are 2 sides to the market that are key: knowing the existing demand and knowing the existing offer. So for those who even go and try to do the market study, this is really rough. This is like before you start, before you go in depth with stuff. You would see that some would analyze the existing demand, right? Who is willing to pay for this? What would it do, and all that? But not many people want to be conscious or want to admit the existing supply. So what is already being offered in the market at the time? That is a key issue. That's a key thing to do. So even if it's not exactly the way you will position your product. So let's say you want to do, crepes, pancakes for in Yaoundé. There's so many people who are providing pancakes, right? So you have to be aware of them, analyze them, know them, right? Know what they're proposing. Same thing when we launched the project management professional in 1 month prep course here in Cameroon. I knew that they're already existing service providers. So you don't go into the market blindly like, oh, you have the innovation of the year or of the country and you're the best thing that ever happened to Cameroon or to the world or to your country. So you go in there sober-minded, lucid, and that's what helps your project. You see, your project comes third in line because your project, your idea should be based on this first two. If not the base, the foundation would be too rocky. It will not be, rooted in something pertinent and relevant and timely and needed. So I put the idea as a third point. So how does your idea address the pain point identified there? And don't be scared of idea thieves. Share your idea so that you have as much feedback as possible and will be able to twist it or modify it to fit what works best. And what added value do you bring to the existing offer? So for example, when I analyze for the PMP courses, there are organizations that offer it in Cameroon, but they do it in 4 months. So my offer is you can do your course training in 1 month, accelerated. And that is a key added value for professionals who don't have time to waste, right? Well, not to waste, but someone that wants to do it in a more accelerated manner. And we also offer PMP in 1 week, right? So know what is existing and know what's your added value. Then the fourth point is cost benefit analysis. Basically, here, again, this is before you start. So these are quick calculations, quick analysis. Would it cost me too much, to launch this or to get to my first break-even point? So that is the point where your cost is equal to the benefit, right, of organizing or of doing your project or your startup. You have to do that. You have to do that. You have to be honest with yourself, lucid. It might take me 2 years to break even. It might take me this amount of time. So be conscious of that. And the last point is test, try, sample. In other words, fail fast and learn quick. So what I propose is, and many experts, of course, many other people propose this, come up with a prototype, some minimum viable product, something, try to test the idea before you go full force without knowing if it would bite or not. Do pre-order subscriptions. I do a lot of subscriptions and pre-orders to test my ideas before I launch them. I do a lot of subscriptions actually, and it's a way to know what's the field there. How many people can I get if 30 people subscribe and I count 10 people would finally buy the product or the service? 10 people, that's a big bet actually. 30% is a good bet. It's huge. It's a positive bet. But say usually count 10 to 20%, right, of people who subscribe, who show interest, will be early buyers. So these are just 5 tips, again, just tips to help you with your startups. So the pain, the market, your idea, cost benefit analysis, and test, try, and sample your idea before you go full force launching. So those are my tips for the day, my 5 tips of today on your startups. I hope it's beneficial to you, and I hope it will help you better plan your startup and your projects. And I wish you a great week ahead, and God bless you all. Bye.